Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Jay. This is Real Sports Talk, back with another video. Today, I want to talk about the game yesterday, the XFL game, not the NFL. Yes, the XFL game yesterday. The XFL DC Defenders versus the New York Guardians. Both undefeated teams so far going into the game. Both having dominant week 1 performances. The Defenders came out with the dub, did their thing. They kind of did to the Guardians what the Guardians did last week. Dominated on the defensive side of the ball. Got big hits, got stops when they needed to. Got turnovers when they needed to. Got consistent pressure, and the cornerbacks played really well. Got to the football, got their hands on the ball. Linebackers played well. The tackling went well. They did well on the special teams. They did well on the defense. They did well on the offense. Raheem Moore got a fumble off the big hit by Scooby Wright. Matt Elam got an interception off a bad throw by Matt McGloin. Matt McGloin had a terrible day after just having a decent day, to say the least, last week in the win. I feel like it was a really good dub for the Defenders. Even though it's a new league and it's only been around for a couple of weeks, the Defenders do look like a favorite to win the championship just because they have a very complete team. They have people all around them that can dominate. They have Cardale Jones, who plays really well. The offense has played well. It's been shaky at times and it's been inconsistent at times, especially in the running game, just not really being able to find a consistent run attack. But overall, they've been able to get fit some of the wrinkles they had in their offense. And you saw some of it. They like to do trick plays. You saw some trick plays today. Cardale Jones showed a really good ability to escape. Cardale Jones kind of looks like an NFL quarterback out there. At times, just the way he reads the field, just the way he able to make plays, extend the play with his legs, and just play. Just be Cardale Jones, be the Cardale Jones that a lot of people know him from at Ohio State, and just do what he has to do to win, because at the end of the day, he's a winner. And just the same thing with his receiving core is lit. They got DeAndre Thompson back, who came in, did his thing, had like a couple of receptions for a good amount of yardage and a touchdown. Eli Rogers had a good game. Obviously, playing for it, playing in spite of his mom's death, which was saddening. He did his thing, got a couple grabs, did what he needs to. Tight ends did well. The running game kind of got better as the game progressed. They was able to break some big runs, especially on the third down. Kind of, I guess, took the Guardians off guard. But the Guardians, frankly, got exposed in that game just because of the fact that they just weren't able to bring it the way they should have brought it. They weren't able to put it all on the field like they should have. And because of that, they took the L, obviously. You know what I mean? And so far, this XFL league has been exciting, man. Just watching it, just seeing all the players that's in it, but definitely watching the Defenders, man, have a very complete team. To go out and do what they did last week, the opening week, get turnovers, trick play touchdowns, score the ball, running when they needed to, and doing that this week, improving a little bit, throwing the football around, making throws, making stops on the defense side of the ball, just looking like a clean, complete football team. Now, I believe the Roughnecks play tomorrow, so that's another team, in my opinion, that's a favorite. I feel like those are actually the two favorites right now to win the championship. To me, those are the two best teams. So they're going to play tomorrow, so we're going to see what they're going to do. Definitely probably going to react to that one with PJ Walker, who right now is looking like an MVP candidate. But Cardale Jones had a really good game today, so it's possible that he's in that, category too. And you still have Landry Jones, who has kind of been very praised in the XFL world early on, just because of his NFL experience and what he was able to do in the NFL. But I just thought the Guardians had a really, good game. I think it goes back to what Cardale Jones said, with him saying that he don't really feel like it's a huge skill gap between the XFL and the NFL. And I understand what he's saying when he says that. A lot of people feel like, oh, what is he talking about? An NFL player would dominate in the XFL. And I understand your point of saying that. But look at it more from the standpoint of people, backup quarterbacks and starting quarterbacks in the NFL. Some of them will even struggle in the XFL because the XFL has NFL players in it. Guys like Matt Elam, who was a first round pick for the Ravens. You know what I mean? Guys like Raheem Moore. You know, so guys like Cardell Jones who played in the NFL, and guys like Eli Rogers who played in the NFL. Matt McGloin was a starter, and you saw how he looked. He was a starter at one point in the NFL for a playoff team. And so you saw how he looked in that game. Just didn't look his best. Made an NFL quarterback who many would have thought, oh, he an NFL. He started in NFL. He probably gonna come up in here and dominate, be one of the best quarterbacks. And so far, he hasn't been, as good or as some may have thought. And that just goes back to the skill level, man. This is not the, no disrespect. It's not the AAF. You're not gonna have guys off the street playing here. So you have some guys who were really good in college and some guys who were preseason, guys who were really good in the preseason, guys who were backups and third strings in the NFL. So they have a lot of talent, man. And I believe that this league is just going to consistently develop just because of the timing of the league, just where it's put like right after the Super Bowl. And just like, how it's worked and everything, how it's looking so far. Now, don't get me wrong, it was some dull moments in the game. Just watching some of the times, you get kind of bored. I guess just because you don't have that array of that football. It's not like the NFL, obviously. You know what I mean? It's not. You can't make it in the NFL. It's not there yet. Obviously, it's on its way. Don't get me wrong. I think it can get to a point where it's similar to the NFL. I don't think it'll ever be on the same level as the NFL, but I think you can get to the point where it's very similar to the NFL. But just like, just like a game like today just wasn't the funnest, you know what I mean? It was more of a defensive battle for the most part, but, still a good football game. It's a lot this league has to do just to get more fans and get more excitingness. Just need more big plays, more good games, man. Competitive games, back and forth games. I think that's the biggest thing, man. That's what makes the NFL so fun, man. You don't see a lot of domination. You see a lot of good games every single Sunday. You see exciting players, and I feel like that's what the XFL really needs. Just exciting players that's gonna attract fans to come watch them play every Sunday. Guys like how the NFL has to say Saquon Barkley and the Ezekiel Elliott and Odell Beckham. The XFL needs to have that too. And you see it somewhere with the Phillip Walkers of the league and the Joe Horns and the Cardell Joneses. And even at times the Rashard Rosses. You know what I mean? But at the same time, we just need more of that, man. We need some stars there that's gonna be able to bring an appeal to the sport, bring an appeal to the game, so more people will be more inclined to go watch it and go see it. But overall, I thought it was a really good game between the Defenders and the Guardians. Guardians definitely got to go back to the drawing board, but it's only week 2, so it ain't like it's nothing crazy, you know what I mean? It's early, everybody getting used to the new league, everybody getting used to each other and all that, so it's not going to be clean off the rep. I'm excited about the games tomorrow. Definitely the Houston Rednecks game. And I just once again want to say congratulations to the Defenders, man. That's my team, actually. That's the team I'm rocking with so far. So I'm glad to watch them be 2-0. And I hope they can get the dub week 3. And that's really much all I gotta say about it, man. Good game, good week. I like what I saw, very reminiscent of some NFL action, you know what I mean? So that's all you really want, football after the Super Bowl, man. That's the vibe. That's it. Peace.